And first up, we got across to breaking news coming in. The Luthra brothers were all set to land in New Delhi. This is to happen at 1:45 p.m. this afternoon. Luthras are being dragged to Delhi from Phuket. This is already happened on the 10:50 a.m. flight from Phuket. Luthras who've been put on a flight to India, and arrest is imminent. They will be arrested by the Goa Police and taken into custody. Of course, they will also be produced in court. The Goa Police all set to question the Luthra brothers who had fled to Phuket right after that fire broke out at the Burj Club. Within few hours of the news coming in, it was at about 1:17 in the morning that they booked that flight, and by 4 a.m. in the morning they were already out and had gone to Phuket. While they tried to file an anticipatory bail plea, saying that they should not be arrested, they also touted witch hunt in the court. The Thai authorities that cracked down on them, and their passports that were also revoked. And now they are being brought to Delhi. They will reach by 1:45 p.m. Let me take this to my colleague Ashutosh, joining us on the broadcast to take us through the entire procedure that will follow, Ashutosh. So 1:45 p.m., I beg your pardon, is when they land. What after that?
Well, after the extradition paperwork that has followed, the Indian agents are bringing the Luthra brothers 1:45 when the flight will land, and the Goa police officials will be inside at the airport. So they will take the custody from the Indian agents to the Luthra brothers, and immediately after the fast immigration process, Goa police will seek a transit remand, and for that both need to be produced in a Delhi's court, Delhi's Patiala House Court. What we are hearing, they will be taken to, and right after taking the court's approval for the transit remand, they will be taking him very same evening to Goa. So most likely this late evening, the Luthra brothers will be taken to Goa, and then tomorrow, of course, they'll be produced in the local court. Probably police will seek remand for the further questioning and interrogation.
Ashutosh, I request you to stay on with us as we really take our viewers through what has happened so far, and most importantly, how the countdown for the Luthra's endgame has begun. The Luthra brothers, Saurabh Luthra and Gaurav Luthra, who escaped to Phuket, this was hours after that inferno, have been put on a flight to India. They're expected to land at 1:45 p.m. The brothers will reach Indira Gandhi International Airport on an Indigo flight. A team from Goa Police along with Delhi Police will take formal custody upon their arrival. They will be placed under transit remand to be taken to Goa for interrogation and are likely to be produced before the court. In Goa, they will be produced before the Mapsa Magistrate Court on the 17th of December. The fire that erupted at the Luthra Brothers Nightclub in Arpora in North Goa earlier this month, 25 lives were lost in that fire. Several who were injured. The brothers fled to Phuket literally within hours of the fire, 5 hours of the fire. And well, the Luthra brothers are now being dragged back to India. They are being brought from Phuket to India. It was on the 16th of December when the Luthra brothers were put on a flight to India. It happened this morning at 10:50, where they were put on that flight. They will land at the Indira Gandhi International Airport in Delhi. 16th of December, that is today, when the Luthra brothers will land. The Goa Police will take custody of the Luthra brothers. The killer brothers, who will be taken to Goa via Mumbai. So they will land in Delhi at 1:45, after which both the Goa Police and the Delhi Police will take charge. Then he will be, in all probability, taken to a court in Delhi, where they will seek custody and transit remand, and that is when the team of Goa Police will take the Luthra brothers to Goa for further questioning. I want to take this back to my colleague Ashutosh, who's been tracking the story very closely. Now, Ashutosh, this is important because Goa Chief Minister had taken that strong resolve, saying that come what may, the entire team is working at neck-break speed to bring the Luthra brothers back. The MEA, of course, swiftly acted, and their passports were revoked. The Thai authorities that came down cracking on them and arrested them, and now they're being brought back. Important, like you're saying, that their custody will be sought and then they will be taken to Goa. In terms of the line of questioning and what will happen next, of the action being taken, do take us through all the details.
Well, we know the merit of the case, Suesha. Let me give you an example of certain other cases. What really played worse for the Luthra brothers, that they absconded immediately when the fire incident happened. Probably they took some consultation, some opinion, and they immediately booked a flight and left to Phuket. Had they been gone to the police station, surrendering themselves, they are ready for the investigation, and probably this bad optics that way would not have escalated against the Luthra brothers. So, in terms of perception, in terms of narrative and the optics, everything has gone totally against them. Since now they absconded, the Goa Police was quick to move to the central agencies, the central government. They requested for the lookout notice. Then the blue corner notice was issued. Thai authorities, with the Thai agreement, there has been an agreement between India and Thailand, which was ratified in 2019 about the extradition process. So Thai authorities were also quick to find them in Phuket, and then they were taking to Bangkok for the legal extradition process. And now they have been handed over to the Indian agents. They have been brought here, and as per the legal procedure, the Goa Police will take their custody right at the airport. You rightly said about they'll be produced in a court, and very unlikely they'll be taken to Mumbai. If there is a direct flight available this evening after they get their transit remand, they'll be flown to Goa along with the Goa Police. And if that not happen, probably Goa Police would stay at some certain accommodation, and by even till they get the another flight, they can carry out their investigation, basic questionnaire, so long they remain in their custody, and unless they produce them in a court and seek further police remand. Because line of the case depends upon their role in the resort. They are the owner in the resort, where their illegal construction, whether they had obtained the permission. So in case of what has unfolded in the Goa, where the 25 people killed, what was exactly their role? They are the owner, whether they designed it, because what is more of the legal merit of the case, absconding them from the case, disappearing from the police, trying to escape from investigation, has really made it look bad against them. So when it comes to the merit of the case, their role initially, primary inquiry will have a center stage around did they have sufficient permission about to construct those things, whether there were safety norms were followed, what exactly role were there. So there are a lot of other things, having seen previous such cases in the past, but more of the merit of the case is what it looks to have gone bad against them. They absconded, they escaped the investigation.
Oh yes, absolutely. And the law has its way of taking on the perpetrators. Like you're saying, that they fled literally within hours. Had they cooperated, it would not have gone on to this. And India Today, being the first channel, keep our viewers ahead on every single development of how they fled, of how their passports were revoked, those first pictures of when they were taken to the Thai immigration center, when they were arrested by the police officials from that resort where they had lodged themselves, of how they tried to explore all legal remedies possible in India to ensure that they are not arrested. But, all these tricks have not really worked. And most importantly, how we spoke to the survivors who put out the horrifying tale of what had happened in those critical moments of when and how the fire escalated, how there was only one entry and exit door. It was a circular structure with so much wooden furniture that it was impossible to escape for so many people, and so many of them who unfortunately died due to suffocation. Ashutosh.
So all the case, Suesha, that you mentioned about is actually the negligence. So everything that you mentioned about, when it comes to the role of Luthra brothers, my apologies, it only talks about their negligence. So when it comes to the negligence of the Luthra brothers, when it comes to constructions or the fire safety, exit, everything, making sure that they are ensured in a right way as per law. But it is not only the Luthra brothers. How about the civic bodies? How about the local corporations? How about the local police, the fire department? Because everything that you construct requires an NOC from the different bodies. And in case there is a violation, the concerned officials are responsible to carry out thorough check. This is not a residential place, a commercial place. You have the tourists, domestic and international, pouring in a huge number when you are closing near to Christmas and the New Year. This is responsibility. So equal responsibility what Luthra brothers has goes also to the local official, the local police, the local fire department, local civic officials. So what I said, as far as merit of the case is concerned, the biggest probably the mistake for the Luthra brothers, probably they had some legal opinion, or they discussed with the family, or whatever they did. They escaped from investigation. They escaped to Phuket instead of going and joining investigation, surrendering themselves to police. That perhaps was their biggest mistake, because the primary merit of the case is concerned is all about the negligence. They probably would not obtain the required logistics, required entry and exit rules, safety rules that were not followed. In that case, what case exactly Goa Police is gonna make? Because if they are responsible, there are also equally number of responsible within the government, within the local local bodies, within the local administration.
Oh, yes, absolutely. For the moment, Ashutosh, I want to thank you for getting us the latest. 1:45 p.m. is when they land at the Delhi airport, and we'll keep coming back to you as the story develops further.